Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Meet the Hives. I'm going to be interviewing the leaders of our language hives so you can learn what their perspective is on the problems and the goals of the EOS community and where they're coming from, just generally. I think it's going to be really interesting to learn all of the different cultures that we have in EOSBs. So I'm really excited to kick this series off. So in episode 1, we have the Hindi Hive with Debraj and Vitruvius. So welcome, guys. Why don't you introduce yourself to the EOS community?
Thank you, Jesse. It's a pleasure to come and working with EOS Bees. So I'm Devaraj. I have been with the EOS community for quite a long time. Even it is from the ICO times I was there, and I know I have gone through the many all the times like the when I have seen that the price was going up and down, and there are many issues and the good time, bad time. I've gone through everything. So it's a nice journey. And I have been working as a EOS Nations ambassador also for quite a long time. It's a kind of 2 years, 3 years span, and it's a fantastic journey. In the personal life, I have been working as a senior manager IT for a organization, IT organization, and I have also started my own startups. Thanks all. That's for my side.
Yeah, so I believe I would be going next. So, hi guys, myself, I go by the name Vitruvius, and is one of the name from a Roman civil engineer. So I am basically from India, Delhi. I've been into yours community for the last 4 5 years, 4 years to be precise. I've been a Genesis account holder, and I have been proactively involved in the yours ecosystem. And thereafter, things happen, and I've like many we all be knowing very well what all things that got happened, but now the things are really shaping up well. There is lots of enthusiasm in the community, as well as we have we are going forward with all the learning that we have within ourselves also, and also we are looking after other projects how they are executing. So that is very exciting to see that finally yours is kicking off to the mark. Yeah, and I've been into crypto for the last 4 5 years, and like I say, I am also a part of USB initiative, also contributing to Eden also. Yeah.
Great. Thanks, guys. So let's start with what we're looking at for the Hindi speaking EOS community. Obviously, our goal is to grow this community, but where are we at right now?
Yeah, so I would like to take it because see the recent price action and whatever the initiative we are taking at our Hindi Hive, I can see that there is interest in coming interest about yours is coming out because it is one of the project that didn't make the jump that was very much expected from the 2017. It is very much likely that it would be doing so because see the thing is one of the reason what I'm seeing is that in depth radar there is upland game and which is on yours blockchain, and it is going doing great numbers in terms of users as well as user participation. And so people are generally curious, okay, what blockchain is this upland game upon? So upland game has like 1 million 1 million 1 million downloads on Google Play, and that game runs on yours. So there is curiosity among the Indian people because right now play to earn is very much on the minds of the general Indian. So they are watching, okay, upland. But the thing is, we need to take it to the next level. So what I was thinking about that we need to set a narrative among the community, Indian community, We have to get the story out. Okay, we are relaunching this thing all together, and we are coming up. See, this is our performance. Blockchain is doing just fine. BPs are doing just fine. Infrastructure is there. There can be some governance issue which happens all the time with all the blockchains, and no blockchain is something that doesn't go from this road. So I would be looking to build try to set some narrative around in the local community, local language, so that they can come to know that okay, this thing is basically happening, and people are building upon, and the governance structure is getting built. So this is what my thought process right now about yours and how to take up, because people are very much curious to get involved in yours, both in terms of as an investment as well as to participate in the network.
Cool. So, Debraj, how many people would you say estimated that speak Hindi and are at least a little bit involved in the EOS community?
So I'll give you the holistic number here. So if you see the Indian crypto community as a whole, it's around 15 to 20 million people are involved already, and most of them are investor. And if you see the language in Hindi is a major language and the mother language, and I believe the majority, like 95% people are Hindi speaking in terms of the investment front. So without Hindi, it cannot move. So like if you talk about the Gujarati people, like who are the business-minded people, the most of the people like in India, like most of the businessman community, they are all in the crypto almost. So it's a number is at 15 to 20 million. Now the question is like, how to reach them. So what are the gaps, and where currently yours is running, whether we have done any engagement earlier. So these are the things we have to address. What Vitru has rightly pointed out, that we have to set a narrative that we are, again, the rebooting and the yours 2.0 or whatever say are going to start. And that way we have to make a storyline and we have to get into the community gradually.
Yeah, and your V 2.0 narrative 2.0 is very well suited structure. I believe so, because it encourages contributions, and I'm very much hopeful to see that community will be participating in it, and it would be open for all, because for Scout there are so much barrier to entry. Okay, you have to follow the B code, and you have to do this, do the recording, and so for the public in large to get join the your B movement, or your to support yours, it would be much better initiative. The USB is, I think, is a well put, and it will be much more fruitful in my opinion, so
Yeah,
that we can open to all the community without any barrier entry. Yeah.
yeah, and totally. It's not just about joining EOSBs. We want to increase the population of just the EOS community in general. And so that's definitely our goals. We want to do both of those.
Yeah.
But let me give you my perspective on the size. So I understand that there's a ton of people in India who speak Hindi. There's a ton of potential there, but I think right now it's one of the smallest languages, at least that are active in the EOS community. And so we have a massive language, but a very, very, very small representation of that language relative to the total population of that language in the EOS community. So that's why I'm really excited to launch the Hindi Hive. If we can just get a little sliver of at least just investors, that it's going to be really great for the EOS community. And so my next question for you guys is,
JC, I'll just add here.
Sure.
I have told you earlier also that Indian people, like Indian culture perception is a little bit different. Like we are not a single language centric people, like because like since it's a multicultural, multilingual kind of a scenario, like if you go to the other state, there are, you will get few people will talk in Hindi, few people will be in the English. So over to cut short the story, like you will get the people maybe in Hindi language, but they can talk to in English or some other language. So there's a, so like if you target Hindi, I think you cover most of them. That's why I put the number that 15 to 20 million people you can add.
If you want, yeah, that's exactly. If you want to make it the community grow and which come really forward on Twitter and come out on Telegram, then you have to be providing the required content for the in Hindi language so that the other person could consume and get sold to your idea. If you don't prepare, don't provide them that. Ladder so that they could climb, because see, the thing is we want to achieve I agree that the Hindi community is small, the investment potential from coming from India is small, but the thing is the developers, the marketeers, if you see, majority of the developers involved are from India. So we need to have them some leverage. Okay, we are working on getting Indians on board, and we are actively want Indians participating. So this will also encourage those some developers who are, they might be possible that they won't be very much fluent with English, because even I tell you, not all developers are well English speaking people. There are people who are very much lag in English, but they are developers. They have learned code development. So we need to provide them some content, some reference which they could refer, and then would come to just try out yours for once. They could come, they could build a smart contract, they could take a flash loan, they engage with the network. There are so much possibilities around it. And also they could uh, so we cannot exclude the noise would be created from India. I if not the quality content, but if you have to create the noise, then that creation of noise will happen from India itself, because no community right now, even if I won't be naming some communities, but I can tell you that those which are the project that are doing well right now, they have a very active participation from India, and they
Absolutely.
do they are putting dedicated resource for India, and they are putting resource in terms of time as well as money. So both is true, that if you want to
Absolutely.
create
I
if you
absolutely,
want to
absolutely.
create the noise, that's also you need India on board, Hindi on board. And if you want to create developer participation and people interacting with the network, then also India is important, because there are many developers who are not very much comfortable in English, but they are developers. So we have to have a broader perspective, and we need to assess the necessity and then to take our judicious action accordingly. Yeah, Jesse.
Yeah, that's that sounds great. Obviously, we're going to be doing a lot of translations, so those people who are not fluent in English. Just as a perspective, guys, as we're recording this, the Hindi Hive is not yet live. I'm recording this on December 22nd. They're going to be live on January 1st. They're going to get the first funding, and by when EOSBs gets funding, the Hindi Hive gets funding. That means we're investing in India as a blockchain, and I think that's going to be really beneficial for us. So, guys, my next
Thank you, Jesse.
question.
Thank you.
Oh
So,
yeah, go ahead.
so
Go ahead.
I would like to thank to Jesse, like because like I have been talking to for quite a long time, and you put a lot of effort. to bring the Hindi Hives in India and giving the investment.
Your big
Thanks a
initiative
lot.
in general,
Thanks a lot.
yeah.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
He has
Thanks
put
a lot.
a lot of effort to bring us all together, and yours be is really shaping up well. It has reignited the flame of the curiosity and development. And talking about yours on Twitter, we can see it on Twitter. And congratulate to you, Jesse. I hope you succeed in whatever you may have planned about yours be, and we are ready to participate in whatever capacity if you want. Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. Okay, so the next thing I'm wondering about is obviously India is a really big player in crypto. And my question is, why is that so? Why are the people of India so interested in crypto?
Yeah, so I would like to take from because Jesse, I believe Devraj would come next to me because I'm not a developer. I would give an outsider view, and Devraj is from IT industry, so he would be giving the inside view. So my view is that Indian people have seen the potential of Web 2. They have helped in building, shaping up that potential. So Web3 and the blockchain, basically what they provide is that this unlocks the value which was earlier locked because see the companies like Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft, they hire basically engineers in India, or take them abroad and they build their own product, but the value was very much locked there. So developers are really smart people. They are looking at it like this, that okay, this is an instrument where we can unlock this value and can provide some benefit to the users at large. And we are like 1 in 7 people is an Indian, so it's a very fruitfulling and fulfilling task if any developer happens to take up that job, because you are literally helping unlocking, giving value to 1 in 7 people. The population is below 40 years old, so they are very much young. They are millennials in general, and they have saw the Web 3, 90s to the at present. So they are the smartphone generation. So they are very much optimistic and hopeful that this will succeed and this is the future. So they are going all in it. Yes, Jesse, that is from my side. Devraj, would you like to add something
Yeah,
on your
yeah,
part?
yeah. So couple of things. It's very commonsensical thing. Like, I'll just add like what Vitru has told. Like, below 40 people are, the numbers are very high. Number one. Number two, if you see the economical shape in India, like, the people like, most of the people to earn money, and the easy money is there in crypto ecosystem. That's a fact. And we have seen that, like, it's a network effect. Like when I talk to somebody and see, like, okay, I have invested this much money, and you can also do, like, when I talk to a 40 years old guy, and another when I talk to a 60 or 50 years old guy, that repercussion would be different. So, like, definitely 40 years people will try to bet and try to put some money and do some experiment. But 60 years people definitely not. So the main thing is here, like, the young generation's numbers are very high, and they are well enthusiastic, and they want to do something else, which is not in a generic term. So that's how you will get the more people in India.
Cool. So my next question is, if you're looking at just the EOS community, EOS blockchain in general as a whole, what kind of things could be improved to make it more welcoming to people from India?
So is it like, uh, can you repeat once again? Let's be very specific, like, what do you want to tell?
Yeah, I'm just asking, do you see any problems with EOS that can be improved that would make the people of India be more attracted to the EOS blockchain?
Okay, so
Yeah,
let me answer, and then probably
sure,
Rishi
sure.
you can add it. So I have told, I am telling multiple times that there are two kinds of people, not in India, in every parts of the world. One kind of people like who are looking to invest in the crypto, and the other guys would be the developer, the builder, like the software builder and things like that. So if you see in India perspective, uh, there is no investment had happened. Very few investment had happened from the EOS community per se. Like there are a couple of investment, one CoinCDX, another one, I forget the name. These two company has been funded by the block.one, the one. Other than that, there is no funding. But if you see the other ecosystem like Eternity or like Cosmos or any other ecosystem,
Avalanche, yeah, Avalanche also. Yeah.
Avalanche. So every ecosystem that comes, and I have been telling for multiple times in EOS community that I have talked to V's also, ETH Rose also a couple of days back, that at least once in a year or twice in a year, you do some hackathon or like incubation program in India. Like you give some, you choose 3 or 4 team and put the money 100K, 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 and that will give a different picture altogether. So if you do more this kind of things, then we will attract the blockchain developer very easily. And I think we can do easily from your side, number one. Second thing is from the investor side. So this is a blockchain developer side where we can bring the money and entire ecosystem will come. And the second part is from the investor side. There is no PR. There are every blockchain community. Like if you see, like I'll just give an example, the Matic is from the India side. I know there's the company is from India and the community from India. But if you see the promotion, the way they are doing, it's a different. Like they are doing the PR regular basis. They are doing the they are investing in the multiple blockchain forums and things like that. They are doing the sponsorship, and there are many ways they are growing. So we have to focus all those channels and we have to put the money so that people understand what is yours and what is a blockchain. So if you see the vacuum, there is a huge vacuum, the awareness part. Transparency will come later, but awareness is not there. So 3-4 years back, whatever yours has started, then there was nothing had happened in the complete vacuum. I know there was a little bit of problem from the COVID side as well, but still huge kind of vacuum.
Yeah. So basically, I would add a couple of points. Yeah, the funding issue is there, but I believe that it is too early to, where are we right now? It is too early to talk about funding. But the core issue is that what I see, there are two issues. I would also take the same part as the Devraj has said. One is the developer part, another is investor part. So what is happening right now in India is that we don't have, as of now, you all do not have any onboarding process at place to onboard any developer. If any developer wants to come, where he should go? He should go the GitHub. He should go have, or yours have any some dedicated page resource which is up to date, which has all the functions. Like if you want to help in marketing, you can get in touch with him. If you want to have participation from this and this community, you can touch with him. So we need to have some onboarding process at place, on top of which if any developer comes, then we can be very forthcoming and we could be provide a single solution onboarding process for developer. Secondly, on investment part, right now in India, what is the situation? I will tell you that yours is available on most of the exchanges for trading, but the thing is you cannot withdraw yours from to your own wallet. So and there is no one who is pursuing this, that okay, why you are not syncing the blockchain with you are just providing the trading engine, and you are not allowing the withdrawal of the yours account, because I wanted some yours, so I wanted to withdraw. But right now your withdrawal is not even happening on Binance itself, on the Binance blockchain. So on Binance they are allowing the withdrawal on BP20, and there is no one who is looking, who is of the view that okay, it has been your blockchain is not synced with the wallet, what are you doing, please do it, we want to withdraw yours on wallet. So this is this sort of things needs to be ironed out, and this should be, yeah, funding would come later, but this there should be a structure who should be on such a job. Okay, in our country the exchange wallet are sync or not, the withdrawals are happening on the blockchain network or not, and is there a onboarding process for the developers, even for marketeers who want to market, who want to associate with projects. They can come up to the blockchain, okay, we want to associate with yours, we want to promote yours, so they can also reach out to us, or the yours blockchain, or the yours community, or the so right now those structures are not in place, and we should first of all put that structure in place so that
Yeah,
we can be
could I
able to.
interrupt you, Vitru? I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah,
interested
yeah.
in what you said about, so you cannot withdraw EOS tokens from an exchange in India into your EOS wallet. Like that is a major
Yeah,
problem. And so I
yeah,
just want to understand something. You're saying that if we had more people that are emailing and calling the exchange to enable withdrawals, that implies to me that it's just an interest problem. Like
definitely.
so and it also implies that there's no, is it correct to say that there's no law against it, it's just a
Not,
matter of
no, no,
interest?
no. As of now, I can tell you, even if you see the Binance Global Exchange right now, and you
Yes, yes.
want to withdraw on yours, you wouldn't be able to withdraw on your blockchain. You can check on your app itself right now. If
No,
you
I
happen
understand,
to
but
have
why
the
is
Binance
that?
app,
Why is that?
I'm not sure that I believe that they are not syncing the wallet with the your
No,
blockchain,
yeah,
and there.
I think there are see like there are, I'll just interrupt here because couple of weeks back only I have withdrawn some of the yours and I moved to some other exchange. So basically, I'll tell you, I have withdrawn from Coin CDX and moved to Coin Qcoin.
Once it
So
Acha,
Qcoin. So it is done. So I am not sure, like it may be because like specifically in the Coin CDX exchange, they are most of the time,
I am talking about,
maintenance fee.
yeah, I have not checked all the exchange, but the major one, that WazirX is major one. It's a exchange owned by Binance in India.
Yeah.
So they are the owner, and even on Binance, because I was surprised
Yes,
because I
Binance. I
had
have
to
seen that.
withdraw.
I have seen that.
Yeah, I wanted to withdraw to pay my scouts. But I am not able to withdraw yours from Binance. That's an issue. And now I have to ask their BP20 address to send yours. So this is really
But Vitru,
unfortunate.
what
Yeah,
about Bitcoin? Can you withdraw Bitcoin in Binance
yeah,
to
yeah.
an Indian
Bitcoin, yeah,
wallet?
yeah, yeah,
No, no, no.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, JC, I would like to ask you, Vitru, what are you saying? Like, are you saying that yours blockchain through it is not withdrawing, or you are saying that it is withdrawing through their smart chain?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say that you can withdraw wrapped yours on Binance Smart Chain or their chain,
Uh,
Binance chain, but you cannot withdraw the native yours token
No,
from the
no.
yours
Yeah.
blockchain.
So that is
That,
not there. That is most of the crypto exchange, yours blockchain has not been done.
yeah, that is a very much issue, and that will be a great, and no one is following up on that. So how would you be able to grow the ecosystem if the people are not able to interact with the blockchain and the dApp that are building and the project that are coming? So we need to have some structure in place that which can follow up on this
I
also.
think this is
That
very
okay,
important point.
Very
very
important.
important point.
So this
Yeah.
leads me to my last question for you guys. If you had 1 million EOS, let's say the EOS community wanted to fund the Hindi Hive 1 million EOS, what would you do with that 1 million EOS?
Yeah.
Or what are the maybe top 3 things
Hello.
you would do?
So, so I think let me start the answer these things. So one thing I would first thing we have to do is the awareness creation. That we have to spend a lot of money on the awareness. So side awareness can come through either PR or influencer. So again, I will. So these are the two places like I personally would like to put the money for the
Yeah,
awareness.
Jesse.
And the third one is
Yeah.
that definitely you have to build the hackathon or development.
Ecosystem. Yeah, true.
Yeah, building the
True.
development ecosystem. So
I
these are the
would tell you, yeah, I would tell you, even like projects like Flocky and Inu and these meme coins are putting so much money on this awareness. I can show you an example that on a YouTube channel of like, which is a very mainstream news channel type of channel. They are basically publishing report that how you can buy Floki Inu. So who is funding that? How so we need some sort of support in that respect. You cannot be very critical with us that okay, now how would you if given the autonomy, given the we have the understanding how yours is working and we can communicate well that okay, this is so there are projects who are literally even the meme coins are making this investment, this kind of investment. I'm not sure. I'm very surprised why yours, which is so great project, so great technology, and is very hesitant to put their money in this. They want to fund all the what I seem to be. I please don't mind me, Jesse. What I seem to believe that yours is only interested, or the leadership at yours at right now they are only interested to fund all the projects that are situated at US, and they are not looking elsewhere anywhere to support any growth, any development, any marketing. They
Well,
aren't even interested in it. That's what I'm reading between the lines.
okay.
and
Yeah.
and Jesse, I will add one thing. We are talking a very this that and all transparency. These are so it's very strange situation when you don't know that a community where they are spending. I don't know, like since Vitru has come up with some things. It's very frustrating for a guy like who is there in the community, and they have spent a lot of money on the EOS and invested on a EOS, but they don't know like how the community has invested those money to the community or the entire way.
Yeah,
So
that's
wait,
the
hold
problem.
on.
See,
There is
block
no
one also trying.
transparency.
Wait.
Yeah.
Let me just try to understand what you're saying. You're saying that the funds, the community members that are getting funded are not transparent enough, or what is not
No,
transparent?
no. uh, just go back to 3-4 years back. Like so, beyond so like yours has got a huge amount of funding invested like through I got the investment from the
So the
ICO.
funds in block 1 you're talking about. The
Huh, no,
ICO
Yeah,
fund.
my question is this is a learning and you have to take the action accordingly. See, like got the fund. Now, how the fund has been deployed, there is no
Devraj,
transparency.
yeah,
The same,
Devraj. I would come here. I would come here. See, block one received the fund. They never opened the purse. They never opened the purse for the whole for the whole world. They
Guys,
generally focus on this. they generally focus on this Virginia University research, whatever it
We
was
need to
there
move
for.
past block one, guys. Like, I
Yeah,
Yeah,
understand
we are,
no,
there's
no,
a
we are,
lot
I
of
no, no,
we are
I
moving.
frustrations, but
I agree. My question is, take the lesson from there, and now
Yeah.
whatever fund will get, wherever you are funding or invested, or like you are putting the money for somewhere, that has been transparently, visible to entire community, that okay, fine, we have invested so and so places, and this has been gone in that way. People will be happy.
And Jesse,
yeah,
I would like, yeah. So what that is what I was saying, that there should be a common metric, that okay, we are investing $1, either we are investing in $1 in uh, US or India. We can have some metric that what we are trying to achieve, we can achieve near about. But what if you are not, you are on still in the same frame of mind of the like Silicon Valley, and you don't want to engage with anybody else, you want to build all everything very siloed in your thinking about how you want to. So this is not very forthcoming. So how you would expect that people would come and join hand with you and contribute? So there needs to be on that respect. I think your leadership as well as the governance council should be more forthcoming and should be very positive about anyone who is coming forward to contribute on yours. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
all
Very
right.
open
So
statement.
I just want to respond to what you said, Vitru. Yes, I agree with what you're saying, but it's difficult because we need to invest in a lot of public goods that don't necessarily create a return. So there's that, and I think with the ENF, they're coming out with a system that will show where they're going to be invested. Hopefully, there's a lot of data on that where we can see the value that those investments bring. And so it's up to us, like as EOSBs, we are going to have a system that measures value. And other projects need to do that too in order to justify their investments. And I think that you're going to see that. I think the ENF is going to demand stuff like that. And we're here, EOSBs, to make sure that all of the jurisdictions that matter in EOS get represented with their funding. Like, that's a hugely important part of why we're here, and one of the many roles that we're trying to fulfill. So yes, thank you for bringing that up.
Jesse, regarding the yours bees, I would so I have observed all the tweets and everything. One observation I would like to highlight here, like what I suggest, rather, that maybe all the comments or all the uh, tweet is not that professional in nature. So we have to be much more uh, like what I would rather say, like the people like who knows better marketing. I think we can maybe, if required, we have to help take the third party, like who is
Definitely.
skilled in the marketing, digital marketing, and they should front end, and we should retweet and so on and so forth. So that is very important. Like when you talk about the EOS as a brand to promote, then I think lots of
Yeah. I would
quality.
jump in here. You see, Jesse, I would like to put a point here. See, you are also yours be you are also developing yours be putting you are taking up such an initiative like yours be, not for the well-being or for yourself or to fend for yourself. You are developing yours be to fend for the yours the
Exactly.
blockchain. So we should not be, and I would highly suggest that ENF should also don't consider, okay, this is not a public good, we are not going to invest in this. Everything, even a slightest of contribution should be considered as a contribution to the EOS. We are in EOS B is just a banner which are we are under which we are there, but our total contribution and total value that is going for the EOS blockchain at large. So So they do not have their own definition. Okay, this is not a public good. We are not here to create public good and this and that. It's all ridiculous because we are here for yours. We all are contributing for yours. Anything like any marketing initiative, because see, we are motivated with the idea of yours that whatever it brings, whatever it up to. But as Devraj see, we need some professional. So, and any professional who don't have that kind of dedication that you are being motivated with to create this USB initiative. Maybe he is very good in marketing. He's very good in creative. He's very good in graphics, but he don't hold that kind of motivation or dedication toward yours. Like you are having this initiative of yours, but he can provide great value if he gets
Exactly.
associated. So we have to support that person. If he, even if he is not a developer, even if he is not an American, even if he is coming from India or he is from Timbuktu, that's not the point. But if he is there to create a value, we need to have some, we need to provide them that support. And I'm not sure who is defining this public goods kind of narrative, because whatever investment that your B is also getting, you are also spending not on your own personal private initiative, you are also spending that money on the larger good for your blockchain.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm not sure why this gap is there. Is so much siloedness. Okay, this is not this public good, this is private good.
yeah, I don't
So
think Vitru, I think that the
that too,
broader
see that too after this block one episode is gone, because now we are not driving by this block one. There is no compliance issue and anything there. Our main goal should be to promote, to support the your blockchain altogether.
yeah, I agree. And I think the broader EOS community recognizes us as the public good that we are. I wouldn't worry about that. Like, we got accepted on Pomelo as a public good, and that's certainly what we are. And I also want to respond to what Debraj you were saying. You're right. And other people have said that we're doing a lot of like the tweeting, the social media marketing, perhaps not enough of the like the content creation and the business development. That's really because we've grown a lot in the beginning and we have many hives. So we grew a little too quickly. We didn't have that many funds for all our hives. So the tweeting, the social media marketing is like the lowest value, the lowest hanging fruit that we could do. So that's really a nature of our growth relative to funding. But we're moving to a new model. As you guys know, EOSB's 2.0, that's going to put more EOS in the pocket of people who are doing content creation and business development. So we're changing our funding distribution algorithm. We're changing our incentive structure. So I'm with you, and we are headed in that direction.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Eden should also work to get some engagement on Eden as well as yours. It is not that only we are public good, so we should also come forward. There should be effort from everyone. Like your support is doing very well and your bid is doing. So Eden should also have some dedicated working group working on some Twitter or Telegram, and having a report the public daily or every 2 day. What is what is all the discussion was all about, minuting all the details, fine print, so the community could be engaged. And now the information is coming out with bit and pieces, so it is very difficult to have a full picture.
So
Yeah.
I'm just going to give the final word because I have to go. So thank you, Vitru and Debraj, for sharing all your knowledge about India, all the things that you have pointed out that we need to improve in the EOS community. And I think this was a great first episode. And I just want to thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jesse.
All right.
For getting
See you guys.
and having our words out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.